Welcome back to the show, gents. Commiserations, Andrew. Congratulations to Patty and V. But Andrew, I want to switch to you first, bro, because another game where you had the chances, you had the opportunities, but you just couldn't finish your dinner.
Yeah, so let me just say, I don't hear any Chelsea fan blame the manager today. There was no blame on the manager today whatsoever for us. We played well, and we just didn't take the chances. City were there for the taking today. It's been like that every game we played them this season. They've let us have the chances, and we haven't taken them. It's been all season. That's the story that I've said that to you so many times. The last 5 years, that's it. We just don't take our chances. I mean, how many big chances were in this game? What, 4 or 5, something like that? Maybe a bit less. But we just didn't take them. And like you said, if we'd scored that, I don't know if City would have responded. Do you know what I mean? They might have just gone, that's it, do you know? Stuff like that. I mean, we didn't take that. And I don't know what obviously, everyone's going to say we need a striker. Yeah, that's great. But these were not like half chances. These were clear-cut. You've got enough time to make up your mind chances. You know what I mean? These weren't like, I've got to react as soon as possible. These were all, I've got enough time. The ball was coming. I know what to do. I've got to take him. But that's the problem. I've said it to you, Jackson. Jackson so reminds me of a Solomon Kalou, where he's just going to frustrate you. He's going to score goals, but he's going to frustrate the hell out of you because he's going to miss easy chances and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't fault any. I thought he set us up right. I thought we played in every area. We played well, apart from the most important part, and that's finishing. And you can't say anything more. He can't do anything more. He's not going to bring on David Washington to solve our goal scoring problems. So he hasn't played him. So yeah, there's nothing we can say. City took the chance, we didn't, and that's the big headline of the story, and that's what happens. And we used to do that. We used to sometimes not play well. The other opposition didn't take their chances. We took ours. We won 1-0. We strolled out of there. So all this, like, I don't want to hear anyone going, "Oh yeah, well we had all this stuff." Like, we didn't take our chances, and that's the aim of the game is to win, and we didn't win. So we have no complaints about that.
It certainly is.
I know the penalties one thing and everything like that, but we had more than enough chances to get to not even really talk about the penalty as a big turning point for me. We had enough chances anyway. I'm not going to focus on the penalty.
I understand that, and I said him opening monologue. Like, I'm talking about the penalty because I'm speaking.
I don't want any Chelsea fans to dwell on that.
I said that I think most Chelsea fans will say as much as it. I mean, did you think it was a penalty?
Do you know what? I heard it on commentary. I heard them say the other way around, if it was going out, like if his arm was going out like that, I think they would give that as a penalty. Yeah, they would give it out like that because it was coming in. It's
interesting because if his arm, the irony is, if his arm was going out in that scenario, it would have gone under his arm and the shot would have gone on target. So, but I understand it. Look, I think it was personally a penalty, but I completely concur with you. I think I understand why Chelsea fans would be more focused on the missed chances because that's been the story of your season, really. That if these chances, I know that Jackson's had a lot of stick. I wanted to get your opinion on the performances from Enzo today as well. What did you make of it personally?
Well, I was listening to when you said he hadn't created a chance. He actually created the chance for Jackson in the first half. That was him in the through ball. So the stat, I don't know what stat you're reading because he.
Yeah, well, in fairness, I will concede that because Jackson didn't shoot, so it won't count as a chance created. That's fair enough.
I just listen. I thought the midfield did their job again today against Man City. If I'm truthful, if I'm honest with you, I thought they did their job. I thought Rodri had one of his probably worst games I've seen him play for Man City. I thought even Kevin De Bruyne, they gave him man of the match, which I found very strange. They gave Kevin De Bruyne man of the match because he got the assist that came off the goalkeeper, which I found strange. So I thought they did their job. I thought they really did. My surprise with Terry with you is I thought he played Gallagher more in central position like he has done in the past 2 league games and leave like Palmer out or on the right or something like that. I thought they did that. I thought they did their job. Yeah, I really did. I thought we nullified them again. It's just we didn't take our chance. That's the big headline for any Chelsea fan.
That's definitely the biggest headline. Patrick, obviously, you've listened to what Andrew said there. What did you make of today from a City perspective?
I've said it so many times, and I'm so happy. Chelsea are bums. I said it in my other stream, and I said it that why did we draw to these bums? I don't understand how we drew to these bums twice. Let me say why Chelsea are bums. These bums, right? We played on Wednesday, 120 minutes. Players were tired. Andrew, you could see the game yourself. Unless if you're an honest Chelsea fan, you could see the game. Our players couldn't press. They were pressing in the first minutes, then they stopped pressing at all. Veta, you saw De Bruyne was pressing at first, then after 20 minutes, Terry, they couldn't run. The players couldn't run. These guys are bums. I've never seen a team full of bums. And you know what? Chelsea fans keep on getting away with it. They keep on saying, oh, we don't have enough players. I saw a list today, Terry. I don't know if you saw it. It was posted by the official FA Cup page of the players that are in the FA Cup list. Chelsea's list was this low. You could have to go to the next page. Yet City was just like this. These guys are bums. You know what? I am so happy. Telly, if you look at my preview, I said, oh, this is a hit and miss. I said, oh, we're going to be lucky if we get out of this. I have never seen a bunch of bums on site. Jackson, you're through on goal. Score. This guy decides to dribble and waits for other people. This Cole Palmer, that's what we've been hearing. Cole Palmer. What did he do? I'm telling you, Terry.
He had a chance and he set up.
I'm telling you, Terry.
The word bums. I'm sorry, I can't have the word bums when we do. I know I'm
you
going to say
are bums, though. You are bums.
Admit
you're bums.
In front of goal, fine, but we have nullified you in nearly every game apart from today when you scored.
Who's going to the final?
Yeah, that's fine, and I take that. But for you to say we're bums is complete and utter horseshit.
You are bums. You should have taken advantage of City. They're tired.
You're right. Well, we're not bums like that. We dominate.
I think you are. What dominate? What did you watch the game? What did you dominate?
Yeah, I did. We dominated in certain parts of that game. You didn't.
No. Let me tell you something. Let's speak football here.
I wish you would. But you haven't done it.
Terry, I was so scared. I was so scared. I was so scared of this Chelsea side. I was like, oh, these guys have rested. They've had so much time to rest. City were tired after 20 minutes. Let's not lie. If you watch the game, even Stuff, you agree with me. City were tired. De Bruyne was trying to press in the first minutes. I was like, oh my God, where are you getting the energy? But they got tired. Chelsea couldn't take advantage. And you know what? I said it months ago when I came here, and that fraud Don was here with me. I said, I am embarrassed to draw with Chelsea twice. I said, I'm embarrassed. Because look at Jackson. How can you put Jackson as your striker? I would take Ramos from United. I'm telling you, Andrew, if I was a Chelsea fan, and big up to you, I respect you for coming on the football terrace, but the rest of them are hiding. You know why they're hiding? Because they know your team are bums.
That's a good point.
I think most about the game, actually.
I'm telling you, you know what? For you to allow City to do what they did to you today, and City were not perfect. City were below par. But you guys, I'm telling you, it's embarrassing for the money you've spent. And you know what makes me laugh? You guys get away with it. Because if that was United with a list of players like this, telling you, Terry and Stuffy, people will go after you. Did you see that list? Terry, please tell me you saw that list.
Hang on. Can we stop that? We're talked about every day about this. Can we stop this narrative that we're not talked about or dunked on or we're criticized?
Nobody talks about you, though. Nobody talks about you.
Let's not start a narrative. I've said this to you on the thing. I've said this to you. Jackson's not a number 9 for me, and that's where we didn't do it in the summer. And now it's come back to bite us in a big game like this and several other games. We are huge for missing big chances. I think we're top for missing big chances this season. And you can tell.
You're bums. Because you're bums.
Okay, we're bums. Okay,
that's what bums do. Bums.
Let me just jump in for a minute. Let me throw this to a kind of neutral to this in Staffy. I'm going to come to you in a minute, V. Patrick is making the claims that Chelsea should, they're embarrassed that they're drawn to them. Chelsea were bums today. They should have taken advantage. Do you think that's a fair breakdown from Patrick?
Well, Patrick is Patrick. Listen, we all know Patrick. He's a wind-up merchant. Look, he's laughing because he knows what he does, and he said he takes pride in that. So Patrick is trying to wind up Surfer, and I think he
I know, because he's wearing shades today. He doesn't usually wear shades.
Listen, we just know Patrick. But listen, Patrick does have a point, but he's just overdoing it. Our Chelsea bums, I mean, listen, when you look at the game and you look at the chances missed and the chances that they've created, if you miss those chances, you do have to get called a bum. I wouldn't call the whole team bums, But Jackson, as an example, he is a bum. We just have to admit he's a bum for missing these chances.
He's a bum today.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even check the XG for this game. So I know, Terry, usually you have a few websites open. If you could confirm to me the Chelsea XG today, that would be helpful in the argument that I'm trying to make. The craziest thing is that Jackson one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper, that accumulated to 0.00 XG. It didn't count as anything because he never attempted to shoot on target. He actually made when he made the first one, not the header.
Yeah.
When he actually tried to go past the keeper, took it to his left and just closed the angle for himself, that accumulated to 0.00 XG. This is why sometimes the stats can be deceiving. Because all of us could look at it and we were like, yeah, if one of my players is one-on-one, I'm expecting this to be a goal. Like, you're most likely to score than that. But that's the point that I'm trying to make. For someone to take a one-on-one chance like that and to end up with a 0.00 XG just shows you how bad he is. He is a bum. He cost them the game, in my opinion. He was horrible today. But at the same time, Patrick,
just to give you the XG, City's XG was 0.86. Chelsea's XG for the game was 1.29.
There you go. Well, I think we all thought it would be more. And here's the thing. Chelsea did have the more of the chances today. They had more shots on target than them. But when you look at it, Patrick, I know you're talking about the list and how long the list is. To be honest, Patrick, I'd rather have like one Lamborghini than 10 like Fiats in my garage. Like, the quality versus quantity doesn't do anything to me. That long list for Chelsea. But Patrick, we're not talking about whose fault. Obviously, we all know it's Chelsea's fault for signing a lot of players that are not good enough. And today it showed.
A school outing. What did you expect, guys? It was school outing. You know what I mean? Take them.
We saw today. We saw that the severe lack of quality, and it's not just Jackson. Caicedo, when he had that chance in the second half to cross the ball, I forgot who was on the other end of it, and the ball kind of like rolled under him, and then instead of adjusting his body, he just forced the cross, completely overhit it. Mudryk, last minute of the game, had a chance to cross it.
Speak on it. 120 million.
No, it's fine, Patrick. I agree with you because I've been preaching about this all season, but I'm just like bringing out the moments that showed a severe lack of quality. Mudryk on that set piece in the last minute of the game overhit everyone.
Yeah, you need someone. I don't even know why he's taking it. I don't even know why he's taking it.
You know what, Surfer? When I see things like this, I go back to old school players that people used to call spammers or whatever. Like we all know, what's his name? Have Hope used to make fun of Beckham or whatever. Beckham was the best one at spamming the ball in the box, and eventually someone would get on the end of it. Wouldn't you love to have someone in this Chelsea team who could just be a Beckham and put a decent cross in the box, and maybe someone will get on the end of it?
Yeah,
Same thing as Chilwell. Chilwell driving down that left-hand side. Yeah, he's your captain, wearing the captain's armband, and he takes like a few extra dribbles.
He didn't cross it. He didn't pass it.
And he doesn't cross it. And he had all day to do it. He had about like 5 seconds to cross the ball early, and he chose to go as close as possible to the byline. And then you see Sterling on the other side screaming and yelling. He's like, "Why didn't you cross at a time?" These are things that show the lack of quality in this team. These are individual moments. I understand people want to blame Poch all the time. I'm still hearing people blaming Poch today, saying he should have subbed off Gallagher early, this and that. That can't be your main argument. Because I was talking to a bunch of Chelsea fans. Someone said if he made early chances, we probably would have created more chances. But bro, you're not talking about the chances that you didn't convert. So let's not sit here and act like you guys didn't create more chances than City. Because City today, listen, I'm not even trying to diss City. We all know why City weren't good today. They played 120 minutes versus Real Madrid. The players were knackered. I'm just being honest here, and I think even Vader and Patrick will admit this. This wasn't the best image you'll see of City for obvious reasons. We know how City play. If you go against City and they kept about 60-something% possession, but it's not the same possession that they usually do. Usually they keep possession, but they pin you in your box and you can't breathe. And you rarely get chances to hit them on the break. Today was different. You guys were passing the ball around, but there was no intensity. There was no there was no urgency to create chances. And rightfully so, because you guys are tired. I get it. You guys are tired. And this was probably the best chance for anyone who hasn't played football for except for you guys didn't play since Monday, I think. So you had about 5 days rest. This was the best day for you guys or anyone to catch City off, and you didn't. And to not put it on the players versus the manager is insane to me. Because the players 100%.
I like this, Staffy. I like the
Super.
Cappy. Accountability
Super.
on the players.
Stuff
Yeah,
is cooking. These are
no,
bums. Just
no,
say the
really,
word
bro.
bums.
No, that I'll leave that to you. You're the wind-up merchant. All I'm
Man.
saying is, Chelsea fans, I understand if you don't like Poch, but really, 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 if you do care for your club and you do care for your team and you want to be better next year, you really need to admit that you guys unfortunately need to go adjust the market again, more than possibly most of us Big Six teams, because you guys spent the most in the last 2 years. But when you have players that can't put the ball in the back of the net, can't make a simple pass or a simple cross, then you really, really have a big issue. Because it's insane
no,
to me.
I agree. And we spoke about one of those players the other day in Madueke, and although we had a bit of a laugh at Don's expense, but today was a prime example of that. You're not one of the best one-on-one attackers in the league when you don't create, you don't score. You might beat some people in dribbles, but if there's nothing at the end of it, it's a point that, again, those kind of stats are pointless because what's it led to? It's nothing. And I do agree with you. Look, I'm not dunking on City because they won the game and they're the best team in the world still, in my opinion. But Chelsea were really good today. Some of that was down to the tiredness and the you could see it in the look very leggy today. City. They also didn't have Haaland available. I know he's been in bad form, but he's still dangerous when it comes to these games. And there's probably even as bad as Man United are, I'd have loved to have played City at this level today. Like this is,
That's what I'm fuming.
Most clubs are not going to get a better chance to beat City than you would have done today.
Yeah.
We let them off the hook. We severely left them off. And if we're talking about it, I should be sitting here in an alternative world going, we beat them 2-3-0. That's what I should be sitting here doing because that's what I really think. But that's the problem. That's the problem. Bad finishing and shithousery have worked today, and that's City.
And say it, Sefa. Your bums. Your bums, Sefa. Your bums.